Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. More than 50 years ago, in 1963, Allahabad High Court Judge Justice AN Mulla had made an observation on the police. That statement has come to be known as the most critical observation of the state of the police force in the country. The observations made by Justice AN Mulla was, there is not a single lawless group in the whole of the country whose record of crime comes anywhere near the record of that organized unit which is known as the Indian Police Force. There is also a statement that goes a step ahead and possibly calls out UP Police for what it is. The police force in Uttar Pradesh is an organized gang of criminals. This is what he said. More than 50 years later, the label of gang of criminals is far from being wiped out. The UP police has not only been tainted by the accusations of not keeping crime in control in the state, but also committing crimes themselves. If that is not enough, on top of it, they also shamelessly cover up with ridiculously made up stories. The funny and probably the most disturbing part here is that we as citizens do recognize the police have committed the crime and they are covering it up, but can hardly do anything about it, and that gives a free pass to the police to do it once again. What happened in the case of 22-year-old Altaf from Kasganj is an unfortunate tale adding to the list of crimes and cover-ups by UP police. Yesterday we spoke about how Kasganj police gave a logic, science and physics-defying excuse for the death of Altaf. Today, the police have begun to act according to the playbook usually similar in such cases. That is, they have started covering up the story. We will talk about this in today's video, but before that, Kasganj is hardly 3 hours away from Noida, where much of the national media industry is located, but the pleas of Altaf's family are not reaching to them or they are choosing to ignore it. But we at HW News have constantly raised our voice against police brutality. We have spoken in favor of police reforms. We have dedicated time and resources to explain why the police force in India needs to be reformed and be made a friend of the citizens, not an enemy. Doing this requires efforts and will to talk about issues that impact common people's lives. We have the will and we are putting in our effort. But we require your support too to continue raising our voices. Pay us so that we remain independent, we remain fearless, and we continue to talk about police reforms. Because this issue does not stop with Tamil Nadu's Jairaj at Phoenix or UP's Altaf. If not addressed at the earliest, it can be anyone else tomorrow. How can you pay us? Become a member of HW News Network on YouTube by clicking the join button or go to our website and take up our one-time payment subscription option. With your support, we can continue speaking up for you. Now, coming back to the story. 22-year-old Altaf, who was detained over a minor going missing in Kasganj, was found dead at a UP police station on Tuesday. The police, while clarifying, said that Altaf had hanged himself with a drawstring from the hood of his jacket, which was tied to a water pipe in a toilet. Soon the claim was busted. The picture from the toilet clearly shows that the water pipe the police is talking about is hardly 1 or 2 feet above the ground. The police also then released a picture of Altaf tied to water pipe. The picture could be very sensitive for some viewers, so we are not going to show you the image. But in that, Altaf, who is seemingly dead at that point of time, was seen sitting near the tap. The height of the tap was parallel to his head while he is in a sitting position. The pipe also is seen to be broken. Now, as per police, Altaf hanged himself. Looking at the position of the tap and height of Altaf, it is almost impossible that Altaf could have hung himself by standing. That leaves us with the possibility of Altaf hanging himself by sitting down as shown in the picture, which again is impossible. It was very clear that UP police was trying to cover up the case with unconvincing statements passing off as explanations. The family of Altaf, however, accused the police of killing their son. His father Chand Mia, speaking to media, made serious allegations against the police. Watch this video.
मैंने 8 बजे अपने बच्चे को पुलिस वालों के हवाले किया है। मैंने खुद अपने घर में से। कब? कल 8 बजे।
किस मामले में पुलिस वाले आए थे?
पुलिस वाले में लड़की के जो कह रहे थे कि ये शक है हमें, पुलिस अपने बच्चे को हमें दिए तो आरोप के चक्कर में, तो मैं उस बच्चे को मैंने अपने हाथों से पकड़ के दिया है, बच्चे को खुद अपने हाथों से।
फिर क्या हुआ?
बच्चे को लेने के बाद में चले आए हैं ये लोग। मैं चौकी तक आया हूँ, चौकी से मुझे फटकार के भगा दिया गया है। मुझे चौकी से फटकार के भगा दिया
क्या बताया
आज क्या होता है 24 घंटे बीत जाने के बाद?
24 घंटे के बाद में ये मालूम पड़ रही है वो मुझे फांसी लगा दी है मेरे बच्ची को।
किन लोगों ने फांसी
अब ये पुलिस वालों के हवाले किया है मैंने, तो यही मुझे तो उम्मीद है कि पुलिस वालों ने ही लगाई है।
क्या नाम है आपके बच्चे का?
अल्ताफ।
कितनी उम्र है?
21 साल।
किस जगह लगाई है फांसी? किस जगह?
नदरई गेट चौकी से मैंने बच्चा दिया था अपना। और ये बड़े थाने में आया है बच्चा, बड़े थाने में ये घटना हुई है।
Now this was Altaf's father yesterday. Now look at this piece of paper on your screen right now. Today morning, the police released this statement allegedly given by Altaf's father. The letter says that Altaf was picked up by police for questioning, but he hanged himself in depression. That the police took him for treatment to the hospital, but he died during the treatment. The letter further reads that he does not have any complaint against the police and he does not want to file any complaint against them in the future as well. The letter is written by one Muhammad Sagir, whereas Altaf's father has not signed it but put a thumb impression on it. The question is, this was the same father who until a day ago pleaded for justice and accused police of wrongdoings. What happened in a day, what happened overnight that he changed his statement? There is also a video of Altaf's father saying that he made the accusation on police because he was angry at that point of time. But according to an Indian Express report, autopsy confirmed that he died by hanging. So Chand Mia said since the autopsy confirmed death by hanging, he is satisfied with the police action. However, UP Police's alleged attempt to cover up has been exposed. Journalist Sham Meera Singh has shared videos on his Twitter timeline exposing the lies of the police. With his due permission, we are showing these videos to you. Here, Altaf's father admits that he was taken to the police station and police asked him to put a thumb impression on a paper. He did not know what was written on it. He further says that the missing girl's brother had threatened that if Altaf does not confess to the crime, he will cut his throat. Let us hear what Altaf's father said.
मुझे पुलिस वालों ने ले गए अपना, उन्होंने फिर जो खाना पूरी करवाई है वो कर दी है मैंने। मुझे नहीं मालूम क्या लिखा था क्या नहीं, वो बताते गए, मैं शांत अंगूठा लगाता गया।
अच्छा, तो ये जो पुलिस के द्वारा कहा जा रहा है कि उन्होंने आत्महत्या की है, और जबकि मैंने भी वो बेरक देखी है, शायद आपने भी देखी होगी, और वो कोई 1-1.5 फीट की बेरक है, जबकि आपका बच्चा कोई 5, 5.5 और 6 फीट का लड़का है। तो आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या ये आत्महत्या कर सकता था वो, या डिप्रेशन में था?
नहीं, ये तो सब सारी बात गलत है। ये हो सकता है ये इसके और कोई हाथ खेल रहा है इसके साथ।
अच्छा, तो उन्होंने आत्महत्या नहीं की?
जो लेके गया है यहाँ से उठवा के, वही हो सकता है इसमें पंडित जी हाथ खेला है।
अच्छा,
उसके लड़के ने चैलेंज किया था मेरे बच्चे को कि सच सच कबूल दे, और नहीं कबूलता है तो मैं इसकी गर्दन काट दूंगा।
अच्छा, ये जो दूसरा पक्ष है, लड़की पक्ष जो बताया जा रहा है,
हाँ,
तो उन्होंने आपको 1-2 दिन पहले धमकी दी है?
धमकी दी थी,
और इसके बाद यही लोग आपके बच्चे को थाने पहुंचवाया है?
लेके गए, और इन्होंने, उम्मीद है कि इन्होंने ही मेरे साथ ये काम किया गया है और इनमें सहायता की है पुलिस वालों।
Moreover, Altaf's family members have claimed that there was a big hole in his skull, indicating that he was in fact hit. His legs were swollen too.
किसी को नहीं दुखा सकती, इतना दुख होगा।
क्या उनके सर में चोट लगी हुई थी और पैरों में भी लगी हुई थी?
मैंने सर में तो खुद देखा था, मैंने पुलिस वालों से भी कहा था इतना गड्ढा क्यों है मेरे बच्चे के सर में, इतना गड्ढा नहीं होना चाहिए। उतना गड्ढा दिया था, सूज रहा था, ये सूज रहा था, इधर सूज रहा था, बीच में गड्ढा था।
और पैरों में भी क्या?
और मांस भी उसका थोड़ा छुट रहा था।
पैरों में भी कुछ बताया गया?
पैर में चोट थी, उसकी सूजन थी।
सूज रहे थे, पैर सूज रहे थे, जो मारा पैरों में तो सूज रहे, नीले पड़ रहे।
So now the question is, if the autopsy says he was hanged and family members say he was brutally beaten, then was Altaf first beaten up while in police custody and then hanged to show as if he died by suicide? How can Altaf, who looks well above 5 feet, tie himself to a water pipe which is hardly 1 or 2 feet above the ground and die by hanging? We have heard about badly scripted Bollywood movies, but if there is really an award for logic-defying, common-sense-defying scripts, it must go to UP Police. Remember that similar statement was given in case of Manish Gupta. The police had said that he slipped, hit his head on the floor and died. While UP Police goes on giving us bad scripts to cover up their own crimes, the point we really miss is there are police to catch criminals. Who will catch police who are themselves behaving like criminals? The 22-year-old boy, possibly innocent, lost his life. For what? And those who are responsible for his death, will there be any action against them? Will Yogi Adityanath take action against the gang of criminals? Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.